organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Here's what's just ahead tonight on Daily Iowan TV. Find out why some students are unhappy with Monday's holiday designation.
A Iowan student is defending her way to the top and won tough international competition.
One Hawkeye running back had a record-setting day on Saturday.
Find out who and what honor he has received coming up in sports.
Hold on, more coming up.
Daily Iowan TV starts now.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Andy Roberts.
And I'm Katie Sextro.
While many people in the United States know October 12th as Columbus Day, 9 cities across the country have officially replaced it with Indigenous Peoples Day. The Native American Student Alliance on the University of Iowa's campus came out today to educate students on the movement to change the holidays. Indigenous Peoples Day aims to focus and celebrate the millions of people who were already living on American soil when Christopher Columbus arrived. So far, Albuquerque, Anadarko, Minneapolis, Portland, Seattle, St. Paul, and Olympia have changed the holiday's name. Local leaders of Oklahoma are planning a vote this week on a bill in hopes to join these cities. Those who oppose the name of Columbus Day believe that by celebrating Christopher Columbus, citizens are ignoring the violent morality that the explorer was allegedly responsible for. Nearly 100 million Native people are believed to have been raped, murdered, and enslaved. Currently, there are only 30 Native American students out of the 30,000 students attending the University of Iowa.
An American dentist accused of poaching the prey Zimbabwean lion Cecil will not be charged. According to Zimbabwean officials, dentist Walter Palmer had obtained the legal authority to slay the animal and allegedly paid $50,000 to use a bow to hunt in the area. Despite the allegations, Palmer will be allowed to visit Zimbabwe as a tourist in the future, but will no longer be issued the permits needed to hunt in the country.
A threat to Iowa City West High School is being investigated by Iowa City Police. The threat was allegedly made last week via Snapchat. It involved a student threatening to bring a gun to school. However, officials are having trouble confirming the threats due to the nature of Snapchat. Snapchat is a social media application that allows people to send pictures that disappear after 10 seconds. An email was sent out to parents on Sunday evening and on Monday morning to address concerns.
President Barack Obama gave his 2 cents to pop culture icon Kanye West about his prospective run for the presidency in 2020. At a fundraising event on the West Coast, Obama gave West 3 tips, all of which referenced Kanye humor. The PAC Ready for Kanye was launched back in August, and West has flirted with the idea of running for presidency since.
It's the middle of October and midterms are in full force for many Iowa students. With study spaces increasingly becoming scarce, Haley Corker has some insight on other study spots on campus.
Midterms. A word causing many college students to think of studying, stress, and a lot more studying. At the University of Iowa, many people go to the library to get their work done, but it can be very crowded as well as distracting at times. However, there are many secret study spots that students can hang out at. It may even cause you to look at learning from a whole new perspective. One beautiful study destination is the Art Building West. It has a stunning outside study spot as well as incredible scenery. You can look out at the water and wildlife, all sitting down to catch up on some work. So sit back and relax and enjoy the view.
I'm a people watcher, so I got really distracted when I was at the library.
If studying outside is not your thing, there are plenty of seats inside as well as amazing artwork.
It's a very relaxing and peaceful place to go by myself, so I can concentrate.
Another great secret study spot is the stained glass building at the biology building. Inside this cathedral-like building, you can snag a few tables and chairs for a peaceful and secluded afternoon of studying. If you cross the bridge to the biology building east, you can check out the greenhouse on the 4th floor. It is open to the public on weekdays. Even if you just need a quick study break or a different taste in scenery, the greenhouse is a great place to go and clear your head. Midterms can be a tough mountain to climb, but let these peaceful and relaxing study spots be your Mount Everest. The climb, it is tough, but the view from the top is worth it. Study on, Hawkeyes, and good luck. Haley Corkery, Iowan TV.
So there's just one word to describe today's weather: windy.
Well, Megan, being from the windy... Did I mess that up? Well, Megan, being from the windy city, I would say that I'm pretty used to that already.
You know, listen, the weather has just been all over the place lately, and I can't tell if it's fall or summer or what. What can we expect for the rest of the week?
Andrew, I think fall may finally be here to stay. Tomorrow morning, we'll see a brisk 46 degrees and clear skies. The afternoon will warm up to just 55 degrees. Tomorrow evening, we'll see some clouds and a high of 53 degrees. Taking a look at the rest of the week. Wednesday will be the peak of the week with sunny skies and temperatures reaching the upper 60 degrees. Thursday will follow that pattern with a high of 70 degrees. Temperatures will drop slightly over the weekend with a high of 53 on Saturday and 60 degrees on Sunday. That's all I have for the weather studio. Back to you at the desk.
University professors and faculty are receiving support from a fellow Big Ten school in their disapproval of the new UI president, Bruce Harreld. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln Faculty Senate released a statement of support for the UI, asking the Iowa Board of Regents to, quote, adhere to the principles of shared university governance and to ethical behavior and transparency, end quote.
One of Republican presidential candidate Jeb Bush's top executives has been diagnosed with cancer. Iowa native David Cocker was diagnosed Saturday with T-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. He began treatment immediately after his diagnosis and wrote this on his Cambridge page. As for your leukemia, here's my message to you. I'm not just going to beat you, I'm going to utterly humiliate you. You're going to be sorry. University of Iowa student Melissa Myers has a unique extracurricular resume. She spends her free time fighting her way to the top, and maybe even to a world championship title in judo. Daily Iowa's TV, Aurora Bartlett, has more.
Melissa Myers is not your typical university sophomore. Not only is she a member of the University of Iowa marching band,
my nickname in the band is Sensei.
But in just a few short weeks, she will be traveling to Abu Dhabi to compete for the U.S. in the Judo World Junior Championships. Melissa has been training in judo since she was 4 and describes it as,
it's a full contact martial art. So in a tournament, you can throw a person, you can pin a person, you can choke a person, you can armbar a person.
Melissa won first place in her division at the National Scholastics Championship, which automatically qualified her for the USA team. She currently practices 3 to 4 times a week at the University Dojo, where she also instructs newbies like me. I may not be a professional, but with a little help, Melissa had me throwing down in no time. And encourages more women to become involved in judo. Reporting from the field house, this is Aurora Bartlett for Daily Iowan TV.
Well, Katie, you would have thought at the start of the school year the Hawkeyes would be 6-0 come October.
Well, yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. I think we're ranked, 17th, is it right?
Yes, that is right. Let's toss it over to Zach Mackey and Katie in the sports studio.
Yeah, guys, lots of excitement around. We're talking Hawkeye football and soccer today, just 2 days after the Hawkeyes improved their record to 6-0 and are now 2-0 in the Big Ten. And one senior running back has earned himself quite this season.
Jordan Kinsey leads the Big Ten and ranks nationally with 10 rushing touchdowns so far on the year.
The Troy, New York native had just 4 touchdowns coming into his senior year. Our football reporter Laura Belanda took a closer look at the Hawkeyes' #1 back.
Repeat of Kinnick Stadium on Saturday. The senior had 43 carries and carried this Hawkeye team to their 6th straight win.
Jordan Kanzer, I think we all saw something really special there. That was just a tremendous performance. I thought a really gutty performance.
The senior finished with 43 carries for 256 yards, setting a single-game school record.
I had no idea he had 43 carries, so Steve just told me that sets a record, but those yards that he got, each and every one of them came hard and were really needed.
With LaShawn Daniels Jr. out, Kanzini has been taking the run game workload on his own shoulders.
So I wasn't thinking really about how tired I was. I was just, I just wanted the ball again and just to get more yards. I'm getting tired, but our crowd was into it, and just to hear them and then hear my guys, cheering me on, and then again, faith being a huge thing for me, faith being my strong background and just giving me the peace that I needed.
We were all worried about him getting fatigued again. I had no idea he had 43 carries, but he never even looked at the bench.
Again, I was just happy that my team trusted me in that situation. I got it done for him.
And he definitely got the job done with a 75-yard touchdown run. And though he was running downfield all on his own, the team-first mentality has never left Jordan Canzeri's mind.
It doesn't matter how much work you are going to get or aren't going to get. You just need to tell yourself that every time you step on that field, you're going to do something positive for the team.
I think that's reflective of the attitude of the football team, especially our seniors, and Jordan represents those guys really well.
Canzeri is definitely something special for this Hawkeye offense and is a perfect example of the classic, successful Iowa run game. Inside Kinnick Stadium, this is Laura Belanda with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Canzeri was also just named the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week.
He senior rushed for 256 yards on the ground, which marks his third best in the black and gold uniform.
Canzeri also recorded a school record 43 carries. He is the fifth Hawkeye to be recognized by the Big Ten so far this season.
Also good news coming for the Iowa football team as the latest college football rankings came out yesterday.
The Hawkeyes moved up 5 spots and are currently ranked number 17 in the country. Fellow Big Ten foe Ohio State leads the list, ranked as the number 1 team in the country.
Big Ten schools Michigan State and Michigan are ranked in the top 25, including the Hawkeyes' opponent this week as they'll travel up to Evanston, Illinois to take on Northwestern. The Wildcats dropped 7 positions after suffering their first loss of the year to Michigan last week.
The Iowa soccer team had a tough contest on Sunday live on the Big Ten Network as the team fell to the Minnesota Golden Gophers 2-0. Holly Reimer has more. Holly?
This week's conference games did not end the way the Iowa women's soccer team had hoped. Thursday's game against Wisconsin started off strong but began to fall apart after the team scored their first goal against Iowa.
Goal, I think, spun us for about 8-10 minutes.
In addition to their struggles at the goal, Iowa has worked to overcome the youngness of this year's team.
Tight with a young group, but us upperclassmen just really have to give them that confidence and help them out throughout the season and just let them know you're just as good as those seniors that are out there.
Wisconsin scored their second goal midway through the second half with an unassisted penalty kick after falling on their backs. The team had 2 days to have fledgling mistakes against Wisconsin before their matchup against number 14 Minnesota. While the Hawks put up a great fight, it's still the little mistakes that need overcome.
The margin for error is real small, and you saw us let number 2, their best player, kind of get free in the box, and that's something you just can't do.
The game against Minnesota did result in an all-time best for senior goalkeeper Hannah Clark. Hannah was able to top her season best of 9 saves by 3.
And Hannah to us is an all-conference player, and she's something we rely on.
With the help of Clark, Iowa was able to hold off Minnesota until the second half of the game, where the Gophers scored 2 goals. While the team has yet to score their first conference win, head coach Gianni is confident that this team's hard work will pay off in the weeks to follow.
It wasn't today. Today's not our day, but we're going to go back at it again on Thursday, go after Illinois, and then if not them, we're going to go after Northwestern. It will come for this group because they work hard.
This has been Holly Reimer, Daily Iowa TV.
That'll do it for us. Katie and Andrew, back to you.
That's all we have for you tonight on Daily Iowa TV.
Be sure to check back tomorrow, same time, same place.
I'm Katie Sextro.
And I'm Ron Roberts. Thanks for watching.
Can't pick up a copy of the Daily Iowan? Are you worried about how you're going to find out about the latest news in Iowa City and the University of Iowa? Well, look no further. You can download the Daily Iowan mobile app on your iPhone for the area's best news coverage. And you can also read and watch us on your iPad. You can always find current and past Daily Iowan stories at dailyiowan.com. The Daily Iowan is now on TV, online, and in your pocket. If it happens, it's news to us.
SJMC.
Want a major that'll take you somewhere?
I joined and now I'm in Los Angeles, California, interning for Conan O'Brien at Warner Brothers Studios.